Hey guys, let's try again. I think this time's gonna work. Hey guys, let's try again. I think this time's gonna work. 1 second, let me see here. Hey guys, let's try again. I think this time's gonna work. 1 second, let me see here. Hey guys, let's try again. I think this time's gonna work. 1 second, let me see here. Hey guys, let's try again. I think this time's gonna work. 1 second, 1 second. Hey guys, let me see here. Hey guys, let's try again. Let's try again. I think this time's gonna work. I think this time's gonna work. 1 second, 1 second. Hey guys, let me see here. Hey guys, let's try again. Let's try again. I think this time's gonna work. I think this time's gonna work. 1 second, 1 second. Hey guys. Okay, let's see here. Let's make this make this a full screen. All right, let's see. This is the sound from this screen. All right, let me see here. Okay. Let's see here, 1 second. Let's try again. E aí, José, beleza? Tá me ouvindo bem? Tô testando aqui ainda o áudio. Queria saber se você tá me ouvindo bem aí. Can you hear me? Hey guys, I'm trying here to set the audio. If you can hear me, just let me know. All right. How's the audio from the video itself? Can you hear the audio from the video?
10 milhas.
Right.
Vamos direto. Acho que lá tá, lá, naquela parte branca ali. Ó.
Let me try the. Let me raise the volume for the video. See if it's better. Because I don't want it to be too loud, so you're not gonna be
Já
able
deve
to
ser
hear me.
pronto.
Se eu aumentar o áudio, muito áudio do
Tá.
vídeo, talvez você não vá conseguir me ouvir.
Liga aí a câmera.
Tá ligada.
How about now?
Ah, apertou aqui, foi? Tava inibido ali.
How about now?
The runway is over there, right? On the white strip over there? Yep. É, lá naquele branquinho ali. Tá vendo? Estirão branco.
Okay, let me start the video again. Okay, can you hear me better? Or is this too loud?
Tá bom aí.
How's my voice?
Speed check. Tá lá na frente ali. Ok, 00 final.
My voice is too low.
10 milhas. Vamos virar aqui. Acho que lá tá, lá naquela parte branca ali.
My microphone for my voice is all the way up at the maximum. The video audio, it's in 40%, so I don't wanna.
Já deu essa conta.
Okay, let me see if I can talk better. This is I'm just improvising here and try to test this audio and test this video, because basically I want to show to everyone some of my videos that I shot back when I was flying on a 7X. I don't have a lot of videos because some of the videos that I previously had on my camera, I lost it, I deleted. I have a memory stick here that probably gonna have some other extra videos, but I need to buy an adapter so I can go ahead and see if I can stream them.
The runway is over there, right? On the white strip over there? Yep. É, lá naquele branquinho ali. Tá vendo? Estirão branco. Deixa eu diminuir o range aqui pra você ter melhor.
Não vai dar pra ver.
A pista é aqui, ó. Tá ali a pista lá, tá vendo? Quer outro clap ou o trem?
Papa Romeo Charlie Sierra Echo.
F2?
Okay. So let's start from the beginning again. Let me pause here. Okay. How's my voice now? How's my voice now? Isso aí, José. Sim, eu era baseado em Salvador, I was based in Salvador. I'm no longer flying aircraft anymore. Right now I moved to the US, and I'm working now as a flight instructor at Flight Safety. I'm an instructor now for the 7X on the simulator here in Dallas, Texas. So I quit my job. Quit my job beginning of this year in February, and I moved to Texas, and I apply here to be an instructor at Flight Safety. So right now I'm working at instructor here, teaching pilots how to fly the 7X. This video was shot back in 2013, April 2013, when we went to that actually was we bought this aircraft. My boss bought this aircraft in 2012, end of 2012. I did the training here in Dallas in 2012. I did the initial on the simulator. 28 days it took us to do the whole course. It's 2 weeks in the classroom, 2 weeks in the simulator, 8 simulator sessions where you go to all of the training, all of the malfunctions, and basically you have to learn how to fly the aircraft in any situation. As you can see, this it was a that flight was the first international flight that we did on the 7X. I believe if not the first, was the second. I think the first one we did, we took the plane to Spain, and then we had this flight in April to French Polynesia on the South Pacific Islands. And this is the first landing that we did. Actually, this one was we land in Macamo, and the 4-letter code for this airport is November Tango Golf Mike. And we took the boss to actually we took off from Salvador. We did a stop at Santiago de Chile. We slept at Santiago de Chile, and then we took off to Papeete, Tahiti, to the main airport there. And then we did immigrations and customs and everything. And then we took off, refueled the aircraft, and took off to Macamo. So let's go ahead and play the video. I'm gonna explain. So right now, descending and crossing 10,000 feet. The video now forward. We just arriving at the atoll of Macamo. If you can, let me see if I can pause the video. Yeah, see it. Okay, right now. Okay, let me explain a little bit here on the cockpit what is going on, if you can see it. Okay, right now we are crossing 1,700, 800 feet, descending to the island of Macamo. If you can pay attention here on the cockpit, this avionics system, it's called Easy Avionics for the Falcon 7X, right? And also they use that avionics for the Falcon 900, Falcon 2000, and also for the new Falcon 8X. Okay, how's my voice? Can you guys hear me good? I have my microphone at maximum here. Let me see. Okay, let me see microphone. Let me go ahead and see my microphone volume. 1 second. All right. Okay. I believe it's gonna be better now. Okay. So like I said, we are approaching the island of Makemo, and this easy avionics. That's when you got the aircraft. We had the easy one. Today we on upgraded to the Easy 2 Plus. So today we have the Easy 2 Plus, and the 8X has the Easy 3. So the cockpit for the Easy 2 Plus today is a little bit different from this one here, right? For the HSI and and for the all the indications here is changed. We have the synthetic view now that you can see water, we can see mountains on this new AZ2 Plus. So let's go ahead and play again the video.
Wind 080, lá na frente ali, ó.
080
Ok, 080 10 knots.
Okay, let me. So this window here that you can see it, I don't know if you can see it good. We have the FMW, which is called the flight management window, and there's where we actually set up all the information for the runway. We click here and we put the runway that we're gonna land and give you the distance, the runway heading. We see the runway length and the elevation of the airport, and you can put here the window. On this window you can put the winds, the winds direction, wind speed, temperature of the airport, the current temperature, and then when you go ahead and press compute, and then the computer calculates the speed that we're gonna use to land, and also the how many runway we're gonna use to land. If you can see here right now on this screen, it's the computer is calculating that we probably gonna use most of the runway for landing, and this is pretty much conservative because sometimes we don't use the whole runway to land. We're gonna use basically the half of the runway available to land, but the computer is a little bit conservative on the side of to be on the safe side, and it gives you any kind of malfunction that we might have. We probably gonna use more runway than we expected, but in real life you're not gonna use the whole runway that computer is giving to you. On the bottom here, if you can see it, that's the right now on the window that we are selected now is this for the pressurization window. It's just to check if the pressurization is okay. That gives you the airport elevation here, and then it shows that if the aircraft is already depressurized for landing. You don't want to land with the aircraft pressurized. Okay. So here's the audio panel. This is where we go ahead and select which radio we're gonna use to talk to ATC. Right now, if you can see, we're using VHF2, and also these all the other switches there that we can select what we want to hear. If you want to hear the HF, if you want to hear the VOR indicator and everything else. Charlie Sierra Echo, for my knowledge, now is it's being sold. It's gonna be sold, and I believe the boss now, he's gonna buy a challenge, not a Challenger. He's gonna buy a Gulfstream 550. That's what I heard, but I'm not sure because I don't work with him anymore, so I'm not sure about this information. But they was based in Salvador. Okay, on the bottom here you can see that's the MQB. It's a multifunction control. It's a keyboard, multifunction keyboard uh, box here that you can type. You have like a keyboard here that you can type all the anything you need to type to do the flight possible. You put the airport, you put any numbers you need. You also control the radar, the weather radar here, and those switches here you can select all the different screens that you wanna to uh, to work on it. And if you can see here on this side, there is a mouse that you can move the cursor on any of those screens there, and then you have an enter button there that you press, and you can basically it's like a computer screen that you go and move the mouse, the cursor, and change between tabs and select what you need to do. Over here on the side there is a checklist. On the side here on the bottom there is a checklist. It's an electronic checklist that you go ahead, and you don't have the paper checklist anymore. We still have the paper book just in case that if this checklist malfunctions, but we never use the paper one. It's always kept in the back there, in the back of the compartment, just in case if we need it. So let's continue the flight. Right now, if you can see, I'm typing the wind, the direction. I press compute, and then I press send there. When I move the mouse and I press send to send the information there to the computer, so he can give us the speed for which we're gonna be able to approach this airport. Okay, this is a beautiful shot. We're just passing by the island of Makemo, one of the side of the atoll, and let's go ahead and let's exit this window. I don't need this anymore. Let me open here a 1 second, guys. Let me go ahead and open this so I can show you what is the island of Makemo looks like. So if you go ahead and go in Google Maps, and let's take a look on the Google Maps here. Alright, so let's go all the way down to Papeti. So we took off from Salvador, we stopped at Santiago, and then we took the flight all the way to Papiti, which is here. Let me go ahead and bring the satellite view. Okay, so this is the international airport that we land in Papiti, right, Tahiti, and from there we took off and did the flight to Makemo. Right here. Okay, as you can see, the French Polynesia islands are basically they are all like atolls. Those atolls, they are like volcanoes. They used to be volcanoes like millions of years ago, and these are the top of the mountains, right? Top of the volcanoes. They call the caldera of the volcano, right? And this is basically a ancient volcano. And Makemo, it's one of the islands there of the South Pacific island of French Polynesia, of the country of the French Polynesia. And the airport, it's right there. So this is the airport of Makemo. As you can see, it's a nice strip of land, right? It's two oceans on both sides, and when we took this shot here, as you can see on my right side of the aircraft, on the right side of the window, It's when we are passing by this area here. We're just passing by this area now. The aircraft is coming this way and passing by this area of the atoll. We are coming inside of the atoll, flying over the inside of the atoll here. My longest flight on the 7X was actually this flight. This flight from Santiago to Papiri was the longest flight that I did on the 7X. It was took us 11 hours and 30 minutes. Basically because of the headwind that we experience when we flying to the west, from east to west on the South Pacific flight. Usually we experience strong headwinds, and that's why it takes too long to go from Santiago to Paperi. On the way back, if you go way back from Paperi to Santiago, it took us 8 hours and 45 minutes. So it's like an hour and a half, almost an hour and a half less than going in. So how strong the winds are. Okay, so let me show you again. So this is the island of Makemo, the atoll, and this is the airport that we're gonna land. So this airport, if I remember, if it's still the same, I have to check. It was the runway was 1,500 meters in length, and as you can see, it's a level airport, and the winds back then was not too strong, was a good wind. So, but the place was beautiful. I mean, I never been in a place that beautiful before. That was amazing flight. So let's go ahead and continue the video.
Wow.
So you can see that we are. Let me go back here a little bit on this shot.
10 milhas. Vamos direto.
Do you know the runway is
Acho que lá tá, lá, naquela parte branca ali. Ó.
Today, Jose, I'm not flying any aircraft right now. Like I said, I am a flight instructor now, so I'm basically in the back of the simulator, there on a panel, and teaching the people how to fly the 7X. I flew the 7X for 8 years, and in these 8 years we've flown 1,800 hours on the aircraft, 1,800 hours of flight. We've been all over the world. It was amazing time. I got a lot of experience on that aircraft, and when I moved to the US and I sent my resume to flight safety, they school hired me right away because of my experience on the aircraft. So as you can see on this shot, we are inside of the atoll now, right? We are flying over the atoll, and we are inside the atoll. So you can see this little bit of a curve that you can see on the map. Is that curve over there, and you can see here. Let me see. Yeah, that's the one. We just passed this area of the atoll. Now we are flying inside of the atoll, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. We are visual now. We don't need any type of instrument to land, right? From here we didn't see the airport yet. From this position we didn't see the airport yet. We know that on the panel, on the GPS, on my screen here, that the airport is a little bit to the right side here, right? And I believe it's like 10-12 miles away. We don't see it yet, but pretty soon you're gonna see it. So let's go ahead and start the video again.
Já deu essa conta.
Se vive na velocidade aqui,
Tá.
só pra você corrigir aqui no cálculo.
Tá.
this water is amazing. I mean,
Liga aí a câmera. Tá ligada.
so let's stop here. So as you can see here on the iNav, that's how we call this screen here, the iNav, right? You can see the aircraft there, and you can see a little bit of the it's like a drawing on the iNav of the atoll and what we expected to see on the ground if you look outside. And the airport is right there, a little bit like maybe 15 miles, 13 miles away. Okay, so this is the waypoint list. The waypoint list is when you have a long flight. That's where you're gonna see all the waypoints and the time that you're gonna take to fly and the distance that you're gonna take to fly there. Since for the waypoint, since we're gonna land, we don't have too many waypoints here because the next waypoint is the airport itself where we're gonna land. Okay, let's see here what we have here to see. You can see that the 7X uses side stick, right? There is no yoke. It's a fly-by-wire aircraft that uses side stick to control the aircraft. Okay, so this is the captain screen, the co-pilot screen. On top here, we can see we have the guidance panel, right? The guidance panel is basically where you control the autopilot. Let's say if you wanna fly heading mode, if you wanna fly LNAV, if you wanna climb with vertical speed, if you wanna climb with path, vertical climb VNAV, you select the altitude that you wanna descend or climb to, or the heading, or the speed. You have the auto throttle. This aircraft has auto throttle, so you can have the auto throttle work in automatic FMS speed, and or you can manually select any speed that you want to fly, and the auto throttle control it. And also, if you want to disconnect the auto throttle and fly manual with the power, right? Okay, so right now this is where you can set the frequency for the radio, VHF, VHF1. This is VHF2. This is for the auto throttle. This is for the heading mode, and this is for the vertical speed, and this is for the altitude selector. And this is the flight director, if you want to turn the flight director on or off. And these are the switches if you have an event. Let's say, for example, if you wanna let's say if you have some kind of malfunction on the aircraft, and if you press this switch here, the event button, it saves on the cockpit, on the CVR, not on the CVR, I'm sorry, on the black box. That's how you call, right, the data recorder, what happens to the aircraft. So it records like 2 minutes prior and 1 minute after, and on the data recorder. And that if the mechanics on the ground when you land, if they want to see that what happens to the aircraft, it is recorded when you press this event. It's just in case of any malfunction. If you wanna, the switch here, this is for the FMS message that sometimes pop-ups here on the iNav, and then you can clear the FMS message. This is the silence button. It silences the autopilot warning, and this is the master caution and the master warnings. If you have like any kind of malfunction, that's gonna start to flash, and you can identify the malfunction here on the CAS message here on the CAS window. That's where all the malfunctions pops up if you have any kind of malfunction. Okay, let's go ahead.
Apertou aqui, foi?
Oh, this is nice. This is nice. You can see here that this is the EVS camera. This is the infrared camera, right? That the aircraft has, and with this camera, you can see the image on the ground and in the air as well, on the clouds in the infrared. It detects heat, right? Detects heat, and then you can see it. Everything here. Even if you fly inside the fog, for example, you're flying on the cloud, or if you're gonna land in the airport, there is a like a strong fog, like meteorological fog. Then you can see the runway because the lights there is illuminating the runway. It produces heat, and then with the infrared camera, that you're gonna be able to see the lights. Even though you look outside on the window, on the windshield, you don't see anything. But with this screen here, you can see the airport. Okay, so this is when I click here on my tab, I change to the electrical tab, right? This electrical tab that show here the battery 1, battery 2, and all the 3 generators for this aircraft. You have 3 engines with 3 generators, generator 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
The runway is over there, right? On that light strip over there? Yep.
Okay, so now I just spot the runway, and I asked to the guy in the back because for us to land in Macamo, it was funny because we went to Papiri and land there in Tahiti airport, and when we land there, we are not notified that the airport of Macamo, they don't speak English, they only speak French. The tower there, they don't speak English, so none of us speak French, so we have to hire a local pilot. This local pilot that fly in French Polynesia. We hire him for him to be able to help us out doing the ATC communication there with the tower. So he was responsible for the ATC communications with the Macamo tower and all the islands that we are supposed to land there, and he was helping us out with that. And I was just asking him if because he knows the area. This is my first time coming to this island there, so I was asking him if that I was looking outside and I thought that I saw the runway, and I asked him, and he said, "Oh yeah, that's the runway." So
yeah.
So now, as you can see, we are coming over on the other side of the island. So let me go back here. Let's go back to the map. So we just crossed this side, and we are flying this side here now. So we are just above this side of the island there, of the atoll, and then we're gonna make a right turn to intercept the final course for the runway in Macamo. Let's see, runway 11. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to the video. So now we're starting to turn right. Let me go back here. So as you can see, the autopilot still engaged, and you can see that the captain there, it's using his heading bug, his heading selector, to turn the aircraft. Right, he's flying on using the autopilot still. So we are altitude hold right now. We are maintaining the altitude, and he's just changing the heading there for us to be able to intercept. Another way for you to intercept that would be to use the LNAV, right? We could create a extended centered line here on the iNav, which we have there, but he decides to use the heading bug. I believe it's no right or wrong, since we are doing a visual approach. We're not using any type of instrument to land here. It's fine to use the heading bug to intercept the course. That's no problem.
Tá ali a pista lá, tá vendo? Quer o flap ou o trem? Tá de olho no trem.
Okay, right now I just command the landing gear down. So the landing gear is coming down here, and I already have the flaps at 1. We had the flaps at 1. We are at speed now 154 knots, and the altitude is 1100 feet. So pretty soon you're gonna see here 3 greens with the landing gear down. 1, 2, 3.
3 greens.
3 greens. Okay. Landing gear is down. 1, 2, 3. 3 greens. 3 greens. Okay. Landing gear is down. 1, 2, 3. 3 greens. 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 3 greens Flaps now is F2. Position 2.
High is F3. Okay, keep following checklist. Landing gear.
Down, checklist, change the side.
Slats and flaps.
Set.
Main. Complete. Farol. Okay, final.
Okay, we can see the runway here, right, on the side. And if you go back to the map, we are basically ready here. Start to turn back and intercept the final. So let's go back.
1,000.
Ok. Deixa eu ver. Não vou mexer não, senão ficou muito diferente. Deixa eu ver.
Qualquer normalidade de ação.
Ok. Bota em track, aí você limita. Aí, ó. O vento não vai lhe tirar. Tá bom. Abaixa ainda não pode dar. Ó lá, partiu.
The speed to land here is going to be around 120 knots, 110 knots. Let me see. I don't remember back then. Let me see if I can see here on the cockpit. But it's around 115, 120. Depends on the. The aircraft was a little bit heavy because we have to take off with a lot of fuel. The aircraft was a little bit heavy because we had to take off with a lot of fuel to go back and forth from the main island.
Lá na mão, milhão.
Autopilot. Approaching.
Okay, if you heard that back then, let me go back.
Approaching minimum.
Lá na mão, milhão.
Autopilot.
Okay, I don't know if you heard that, a sound saying autopilot. So the autopilot was disconnected, right? Now you're hand flying. And the auto throttle, it stills until 50 feet. You can disconnect the auto throttle before if you want to, but you're not allowed to land with the auto throttle on. That's not permitted. So you have to disconnect the auto throttle by 50 feet.
Approaching minimum.
Ok.
Minimum.
Have any tweak over here?
300. Altitude.
We just passed 300. The EGPWS reported that for us, and you can see that how beautiful this place is. You can see the ocean there. This is the open ocean, and this is the inside of the atoll.
200.
Vá.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Beleza. Você calcula esse aí.
now after landing, I start doing my flows, which is we go ahead and turn the landing lights off. We do the we retract the flaps, and basically we prepare the aircraft for the passengers to be able to disembark.
Yes, he said, welcome to my table. Vamos acionar a PU, né? Fica assim,
I'm gonna start the APU, as you can see that. So you can have the air conditioning and the electrical power, so you can maintain all the screens and everything working on the
Flaps and
aircraft.
flaps. Taxi light. Main light.
Okay, that's the end of the video. Okay, that was nice. Amazing place to land. It was incredible to land there. What happened is that we left the passengers there, and we took off to Facarava. So next time we're gonna show you the videos for us to land in Facarava. Alright, so thanks. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and next time I can answer more questions if you have, and have a nice day. See you later.